And welcome to week 3 of the fall semester. I wanted to take a couple minutes and make one video for all my online classes this semester in fall of 2021. And just kind of go over some housekeeping issues. I like to, every week or two, just touch on some things that I've seen, and if I can see some minor deficiencies that can help you be more successful in the future, then pass those things along. First of all, the one thing that I noticed is we need to just make sure we are meeting the minimum requirements for the discussion board posts. That means that if there are a required 300 words for your initial post, then your actual post is 300 words, not your post and your references. The content itself is what constitutes your length. Secondly, the responses have a minimum word length of 150 words. So make sure we are meeting that as well. Also, make sure that your responses have substance. What I've seen a lot is posts that say, hey, Joe, I like the way you said this, and I like the way you said that, and I like the way you said this. You are a wonderful writer. You are bringing a lot to this class. That is all I have to say for this week. Thank you. That's not a response. That all you did was regurgitate whatever Joe said. You're not going to get credit. By all means, you're not going to get full credit for a response like that. A proper response is going to be a minimum of 150 words, have some original content in it, primarily original content, and move the conversation forward. I like when you said this, and I like when you said that is not moving the conversation forward. Telling somebody they're a great writer and a great addition to the class is just empty compliments when it comes to a discussion board post. Do not fluff your posts with compliments and repetition. Secondly, I'm still seeing a lot of formatting issues with the references. As a reminder, if you find a reference online, merely cutting and pasting the website link into your reference page is not a reference. There is a proper format, a proper APA format that I posted that shows you how to make an APA reference on your page. And if you don't like the reference that I posted, the material that I posted, I also told you, you can go to the online writing lab of Purdue and they will give you a lot of good examples, or you can do your own research. But if you continue to put just mere links to where you found your material, you will lose progressively more and more and more points each week. Secondly, speaking of material from outside sources, if you cut and paste your material from outside sources and a third to half to 100% of your discussion board post is somebody else's words, regardless if you have a reference page, that is unacceptable. And you won't get credit for that. You have to use your own words and use somebody else's words, somebody else's thoughts to supplement your post. If you do have a reference page that says, I got this from the textbook, or I got this from a website, and you have no in-text citations to tell me what in your post is being cited, then that's not a proper reference. You need both. You need a reference and an in-text citation to show me what you're referencing. So if you got it from the textbook and Jones wrote the textbook, you can put in your reference page all you want, Jones, and a proper APA formatted reference, and then no in-text citations, then that's not, I have no idea what in those 300 words that you are saying you got from somebody else, that you're saying you got from Jones. If you don't tell me what in that page you got from Jones, then that's a useless reference. I have no idea what you're talking about. So you need an in-text citation as well as a reference. And again, even if you have a reference listed and no in-text citations and a ton of your materials taken from somebody else, then that's not going to be an acceptable discussion board post. Original material is what I'm looking for, to be supplemented by somebody else's thoughts to prove what you're saying. If you have 100, 150, 200 words of quoted material, even with an in-text citation, again, not acceptable. I need your words supplemented. The final thing is, if you are still missing a book, if this is applicable to your class, you're still missing the book, the code, the hard book, whatever it is that you were trying to get from the bookstore, I will be posting links to the chapter in that particular case. I've gotten some links from the chapter for chapter 3. If you're still missing a book, However, missing a book for the last 2 weeks shouldn't necessarily prevent you from completing the reading and completing the Revel assignments, because as soon as you register for Pearson Revel, it gives you a 14-day free grace period. So there should be no reason why anybody for the last 14 days hasn't been able to access any material. Just merely use the 14-day free grace period. As we go into our 3rd week, then additional challenges may ensue. But if you have not done the Revel or the reading, or haven't done any assignments because you say you can't access a textbook, register and get your 14 days. You can still access the materials for those 2 weeks. That's all I have for this kind of housekeeping video. I bring up these points, like I said at the beginning, because they're minor in nature as far as numerically. For the vast majority of you are doing a great job, and I think just little things here and there can make things better, and that's why I pass these helpful hints along so we can all learn from each other. Use the feedback that I provide in these videos, as well as the feedback that I provide in your actual grade book. Every time I grade, if I take more than just a point or two off of your assignment, I'm going to give you extensive feedback as to why those points are being taken off. Specifically, I will almost always use the rubric and tell you exactly how many points you lost from each category of the rubric. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I will look forward to reading this week's submissions, and I will be posting some specific, class-specific videos in each of the announcement forums.